I tried to do tonight is talk about from technical to spiritual, because a lot of people think, oh, spiritual, that odd stuff. But it's a word that you make it odd. I don't make it odd. Do you know what I mean? You either take it on board as something strange, or you take it on as not like that. But you might take it on as a religion, but that's up to you. I don't put it as a religion. So tonight what I'd like to do is to have the class like a workshop, where I actually ask you to give me feedback, and you also ask questions, or you try something. And what I'd like to do is, people from around the world, they're sending me in videos, and I'm testing them for Bukiwaza, or his weapons training. And when I see it on really close, sorry, I didn't down there, so busy talking. When I see the videos on slow motion, I see things like this. So I won't go through a lot of the stuff because it's in my book, or I've been on about it before where people have loose hands and that. But really, this isn't technical because it's incorrect. See, I can't close it there, so if I adjust it to where I can close it, whatever height you are, then this is technical because it's comfortable. I don't have to try and close it and have a strain. So what I like about Aikido, apart from, I've done other martial arts, but only sort of touched them or looked at them. What I like about Aikido is it's very deep. It can be horrible at times because you really can send yourself mad with the detail. But the rewards are outstanding. I think they're outstanding, isn't it? So I will be doing quite a lot of talking. So just so like this is technical. If I wanted to be like a spiritual person who felt wonderful, connected to the universe, and, I'm really free, I could do this, and I could sort of get lost in my sort of like lovely feeling of flowing. That's not, but that wouldn't be then Aikido because it's not a martial art. So that's perhaps spiritual to some people. It's definitely not technical. So why do a martial art if you want to do, something on more of a well-being, natural path? So what I see is, I see people, they have this piece of art, they do this, they take it down, and they're going to ski to the chest, about here. And what happens, you watch my Joe, they do this. You see that dip? And I've got some photographs, whether we get round to it, not on the phone, of all these little things that I see people doing this. I don't know whether they're French or, whether else, somewhere else around the world. Everybody's doing the same thing. And what happens is, because we're not technical enough, we tend to do this. When the body goes to go forward, it dips, and then that's why we don't see that dip. So we're going to just jump to the next piece. So if I wanted to find it spiritually, how do I find the spiritual? Because the spiritual means I need to touch something that can only be touched by me. I can't have your Aikido journey. I might like Ralph Kessler, Pat Hendricks, Lewis. I might like lots of teachers, Said, Sensei. I can't be them, I can only be me. And this is what you should all be on your journey. But you can admire them and take things from them. Okay. So I come here, and I didn't dip, because I've technically been working on that for years. I've been 51, 52 years, I don't know, somewhere near that. So I'm always working on the technical. Now the spiritual is, I'm coming down here, this is technical, I'm picking it up, this is technical, I'm going to start to push it. But as I start to push it and go forward, there might be a little spot about here somewhere where I might pass through a small piece of spiritual, and it's where I'm riding freely without thought. But I feel, oh sorry, I have bad knees as well. Oh, that was wonderful. I just passed through a little piece that's wonderful. There's another movement where they do this and then they do that. Now you'll notice my foot is in a different direction to my jaw. So I always say, make the foot so it's a mirror with the jaw. I'm not teaching you what other teachers might want to teach you. I'm teaching you what my spiritual path has led me to believe. In other words, if I'm going to be as one, I need to try to be as one. Okay, I won't tell you too much in one go, do I? Sorry about your knees, but the good thing is you've been so intensively watching. I noticed nobody's been twitching a lot. Did you notice you hadn't been twitching? You haven't been moving about on your knees? Ah, but I'm correcting you. You know, you can correct yourself. If you just, stand there, correct yourself. See that back foot, if you don't get that back foot turned, so I'm not going to turn it so much. If you do a powerful strike, what's back foot? Is it a twist?
Yeah.
It has to twist. You've got 18 stone on one foot. You've just thrown 18 stone around there. That's got a twist. So if you want to find the spiritual aspect, so it doesn't twist, then you place it so that when you want to feel the spiritual aspect, this part here, yes. So you ride the move, and you embrace the move. Yeah. You see, it's a bit different teaching than I normally do, because I do hope that some of you will see that there's a lot more. Or give up, that's the easiest way. You'll see there's a lot more. Once you start seeing all this, once you start seeing how much there is to. So I'm doing that with an empty head, completely empty head. I'm not enjoying, so this is like the next stage. I'm not enjoying it, I'm not spiritually riding on it, I'm not technically doing it, I'm just doing it with a complete blank mind. So you'd think that that was the last place you should be at. But if you think about it, if the pieces are all correct, what is there to think about? So before I make you do it again, any thoughts or wisdom?
Yes, I was just going to say that if you obviously do more than your 10,000 repetitions, probably 10 million repetitions, then you don't actually need to be thinking about having a chair or a pen or whatever in your hand. You're not even, as you say, you're not even thinking about what you're doing. It's just movements are coming out, and you don't need to be thinking, oh, was my hand right or whatever. But you've got to do that practice. If you don't do that, I don't think you can just, well, I don't know, I could be wrong, but I don't think you can just jump in at the spiritual level, because otherwise it just becomes
no, you can't.